My dear brothers and sisters, greetings and welcome to this reflection. Today, the church celebrates the feast of St. Andrew, the Apostle. And the gospel of today, taken from the Gospel of Matthew, is actually the vocation story of St. Andrew, how his relationship with the Lord began. So I would like us today, from the Gospel of Matthew, on the call of the first disciples, to reflect on the joy of the day Jesus looked at us with love, the day of our calling. We can try to imagine what was happening in this Gospel passage. Peter and Andrew and James and John were fishermen. But they were searching for something bigger. They were searching for the purpose in their life. They might have seen Jesus, they might have heard him preach, and they might have been touched in a way. And when Jesus sees them and then calls them, that might have been the happiest day of their life. When Jesus looked at them with that transformative gaze, as we hear later in the Gospel of Luke, the gaze of love. We ourselves have experienced this gaze in our lives many times. It could be on the day of our vows, it could be on our wedding day, it could be on the day of our ordination, and many other instances when we really experience the joy of the gaze of the look of Christ. So today, we should always look back at these moments, the days when Jesus looked at us and loved us. Because it is the memory that gives us the momentum to move forward, even when things are not going on well. You see, from the moment Peter and Andrew were looked at with love by Jesus, they never left him until they gave their life to Jesus. So we should always look at this joy, the joy that led us to leave everything like these first disciples did, to leave our self-love, to leave our sources of comfort, to leave our family and friends like James and John left their father, to leave our sources of security and the sources of livelihood like these first disciples left their nets, which were their sources of income, to follow Christ. We have always to look at this joy that moved us to greater generosity, because it is this memory of the first joy of following Christ that propels us forward. So, my dear brothers and sisters, Jesus finds us in our ordinary way of life, and he calls us. He looks at us with love and calls us. Let us pray for this grace to be able to experience this transformative gaze of Christ in our life. And having experienced it, remember it always, even when things are not going well, that Jesus' love will propel us forward in love and service. Thank you very much, and I wish you a blessed feast of St. Andrew.